Alright guys, we're out here at the field, at the park actually. So we got a couple of models we're testing out. Got the old Park Zone Wildcat that I turned into an FM2 with a rudder extension on it. I just put a new receiver in this. This is an AS3X receiver, just getting it all tuned in. This is an older model, and I had originally had a Airtronics receiver in it from a few years ago, and I haven't flown it in a couple of years. So we have it out here just dialing in some of the settings. And we're also going to do the first flight on the SR-71, so look forward to that video soon. But we're going to be flying this little wildcat here, so we're going to take it up for a quick flight. It's a little breezy, probably 10 to 15 right now, so, but it seems to be handling it pretty well. The grass is really thick right now, so when it lands it flips over, but he's running a Smart 2200. She's got plenty of zing. We gotta kind of thread the needle here between the trees and the poles. She's fine, sweet. Actually, it's flying really nice with the AS3X. It's actually getting windier, unfortunately. It's pretty breezy right now. These are good little flyers, and I never had this with AS3X in it because I was using a different radio at the time when I got this from my friend John Combs. But now that I've flown it a couple of times with the AS3X, it is definitely sweet. It makes a big difference, especially when it's 15-mile-an-hour winds like it is right now. And the air gets pretty bumpy around here because of all the trees and houses and stuff. So. Anyways, so we're taking it to St. George because we're doing a wildcat gaggle there. It's kind of that's what John Combs thing. So you bunch of us bringing these old wildcats to fly with them. So dust this thing out and test it out. Doing some scale flying, as you can see. Anyways, let's bring it in for a landing. Trying not to land on the SR-71. See, she's taking the wind like a champ. Yeah, that's pretty good. Sweet. Alright, so we're going to do the first flight on the SR-71 without gear, hand launch. See how that goes. I got the safe turned on like you're supposed to do when you hand launch it. And like you saw in the previous video, I got a cheater hole enlargement that I did. And we brought the tailpipes to try out after this first flight. So anyways, I got the 30C pack all the way forward. And we're going to give this thing a whirl. Uneventful. Boy, does that thing look cool in the air or what? That's good. Right? It's less than half throttle. So right now, I'm sorry, we're about 3/4 power right now. Oh, she gets grooving, nice and smooth. I go full power here. It's freaking awesome. That's upwind, 15-mile-an-hour winds. So I didn't add any weight or anything. This is just a 30 CPAC all the way forward. The CG feels pretty good, honestly. What time is it?
Timer start.
Oh, late party, but I'm actually, yeah, let's, you don't turn it too hard. I mean, 3/4 power, it's staying at a pretty nice clip here. Sweet, man. It looks incredible in the air. Whoa, that's a fast roll. That's my high rate, so I guess we'll turn that down a little bit. Holy cow. Let's try that again, but not so rolly. Keep going there. Wow, that's still a lot in my low rate. What's funny is that with my expo settings, their stick doesn't feel overly sensitive at all, so it might have expo already programmed into it, because it actually feels totally normal
3 minutes.
until I go to hit the stick and then it rolls crazy fast. That's crazy. That's my low rate. Alright, I can handle that. Honestly, pretty impressed with this thing. It hand launched like a champ. And we're at 4,000 feet, actually about 4,500 feet right here, so we're not very low in altitude. We're pretty high up there, actually. I'm going to fly most of this flight at 3/4 power or even less. I'm going to do a practice approach here. Might be a landing, we'll see how it looks. Man, that thing was freaking awesome in the air.
14.2 volts.
Alright, I guess this will be my landing there.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
I've been up for at least a minute before the timer, so let's maybe slow it down a little bit. This thick grass, good little boy. Took that like a champ. Good brakes. Got some grass shoved in there, kind of tore up the leading edge a little bit. Anyways, we're gonna put the tailpipes in it now and see what it's like. Alright, so we've installed the tailpipes. And let's see how it goes. We'll use a timer this time.
Timer start.
That throw got crosswind there, so. That sounds a little different. Too much reduction in size.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
It actually hurt performance. So the pipes might be just a little too small, and that can happen. You can cause the phones to fall out if you get too much back pressure behind them. So I think that's what's happening here. It's not terrible, but I can tell that it's not quite as happy as it was that first flight. You can hear that it sounds different, and that's probably a function of the fans being slightly stalled.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Yeah. Alright, well, now we know. I have to make some slightly larger ones. Ooh, that's hot. Just comes to it, that stuff. Alright, well, I guess the pipes were a little too small, which is kind of crazy because they're not even that small. So I guess that's a no-go. Other than that, the first flight, I mean, performance I thought was pretty good. So overall impressions of the airplane, it flies fantastic for a tiny SR-71. To me, the CG felt excellent. I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time flying it inverted. I didn't fly it inverted, I just rolled it. But yeah, this thing actually is really sweet. And I'm only using the 30C pack, so I know some guys are using the heavier ones. But
Minus 1 minute.
I just have it pushed all the way forward, and the CG felt great. I actually had to put some up trim in it. So anyways, pretty stoked on it. Can't wait to fly it some more at a lower altitude and see what the performance is like in thicker air. But yeah, pretty stoked on it. It looks incredible in the air, and it handled this 10 to 15 mile an hour wind pretty well. So anyways, hope you guys liked our little experiment here. That's what's fun, to mess around with stuff and see what works and sometimes what doesn't work. So I would be curious to fly one stock and see if the cheater hole mods did anything. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But anyways, like you saw in that second throw on the second flight, I threw it kind of crosswind, and it actually handled that situation surprisingly well. I was a little concerned when it came out of my hand and kind of started to go downwind a little
Minus
bit.
2 minutes.
But it took it like a champ. So anyways, stoked on it. Can't wait to try the landing gear, do some touch and goes with it. And yeah, pretty cool. Hope you guys liked the video. We'll see you in the next one.